Week 2 Overview, Challenges to Morality. You may have an opinion about whether there is a universal standard for ethical behavior or a generally accepted definition of right and wrong. Perhaps you also have judgments about the ease with which a person should be able to make decisions with moral certitude. As you read this week, be prepared to have your mental models about ethics and ethical behavior challenged as we explore a number of essays about moral challenges. As you read, consider these and other questions in Chapter 5 of Kahn's Anthology. Are moral judgments just an expression of individual preferences, or do they reflect different thinking? Do our preferences or opinions make something morally right or morally wrong? Does the preference or opinion of a majority make something morally right or wrong? Should we rely on the judgment of a moral authority? And if so, on what basis do we determine who or what is authoritative on the matter of morality? Consider these and other questions as you explore chapters 6 to 10 in Kahn's Anthology. Does a theological conception of right and wrong suffice as a basis for moral reasoning, as Kahn debates in chapter 6? Do different cultures have different moral codes? And, if so, should they? Explore the theory of cultural relativism in Chapter 7. Are some things just right and others just wrong? Can you legislate morality? Examine Nagel's take on this in Chapter 8. When making ethical decisions, do we ever really consider others? Moreover, when we do, is it still out of self-interest? In Chapter 9, we discover why Rachel's says that psychological and ethical egoism are not acceptable. And finally, can immoral people ever really be happy? Kahn and Murphy expose the contrast between the happy and the unhappy moralist in Chapter 10. Clearly, there is a lot of material here for the discussion forums this week. Although your primary discussion post asks you to answer the end-of-chapter questions from your choice of chapters, you should also engage in a rich discussion, inquiry, and debate with your classmates.